Wait, do you get nervous when you order a coffee or ask for directions while traveling? Let's learn to talk naturally and confidently today. Welcome to Next Stop English.
Hi, Emma. Traveling is fun, but talking to people in English, especially at a coffee shop, makes me feel very shy.
Leo, that is completely normal, but English is your ticket to the world. Today we will practice real-life English in two fun places, the airport and street.
Real-life English. I want to sound natural. Where do we start the journey?
Our first stop is the airport, or the street. We need to learn how to ask for directions politely.
Ask for directions politely.
The most polite way to start is, "Excuse me, could you tell me?" Listen closely.
Excuse me, could you tell me?
Now add your question. "Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest bank is?"
Excuse me, could you tell me where the nearest bank is?
Notice we say is at the end of the question. This is a polite, indirect way to ask.
Is at the end. That is a small grammar secret.
If someone asks you, you need to know how to give simple directions. We use simple commands.
Simple commands for directions.
Go straight ahead,
Go straight ahead.
turn right at the corner,
Turn right at the corner.
turn left at the big tree.
Turn left at the big tree.
And use prepositions. The station is across from the hotel.
The station is across from the hotel.
Try this. Go straight ahead, then turn left. The shop is next to the cafe.
Go straight ahead, then turn left. The shop is next to the cafe.
Our second stop is the cafe. This is where we practice ordering food and drinks with confidence.
The cafe. I need to be confident.
To order, we use the polite phrases we learned. I would like or can I have?
I would like or can I have?
You want a simple coffee. Say, can I have a small latte, please?
Can I have a small latte, please?
The barista will ask you, anything else for you today?
Anything else for you today?
If you don't want anything else, you say, no, that will be all, thank you.
No, that will be all. Thank you.
The barista might ask about the size. What size would you like? Small, medium, or large?
What size would you like? Small, medium, or large?
You answer, I'll take the medium one. We use I'll take as a quick, natural answer.
I'll take the medium one.
They might ask about milk. What kind of milk? You answer, I'd like whole milk, please.
I'd like whole milk, please.
Remember, this practice is a small win. Every successful order is a small win in English.
Every successful order is a small win.
Related topic, travel vocabulary, where to stay. When traveling, you need to talk about accommodation, where you stay.
Accommodation.
We can stay at a hotel.
Hotel.
We can stay at a hostel, usually for younger people.
Hostel.
Or we can stay in an apartment.
Apartment.
You can ask a friend, where are you staying on your trip?
Where are you staying on your trip?
The answer, I am staying at a small hotel near the beach.
I am staying at a small hotel near the beach.
Checking in and checking out. At the hotel, you need two phrases, checking in and checking out. When you arrive, you say, I have a reservation under the name Leo.
I have a reservation under the name Leo.
When you leave, you say, I'd like to check out now, please.
I'd like to check out now, please.
The clerk will ask, did you enjoy your stay? You answer, yes, thank you. Everything was great.
Yes, thank you. Everything was great.
Now, let's combine the travel phrases. You are lost on the street. I'm a helpful local person.
I am the lost traveler.
You start politely.
Excuse me, could you tell me where the central station is?
Of course, go straight ahead for 2 minutes and then turn right at the corner with the big supermarket.
Go straight ahead and then turn right. Is the station across from the supermarket?
Yes, it is across from the supermarket. You can't miss it.
Thank you very much. You were very helpful.
You're welcome. Have a nice day.
I asked and understood the directions. That is a huge small win.
What if you don't understand the directions? Never translate in your head. Just ask them to repeat.
Ask them to repeat.
You say, "Could you say that again, please?"
Could you say that again, please?
Or, more simply, "Pardon me?"
Pardon me?
If the person speaks too fast, you say, "Could you speak more slowly, please?"
Could you speak more slowly, please?
It is okay to ask for help. This is real-life English. Now for the cafe talk. I am the barista. You must order a large hot chocolate and a muffin.
I need to order a large hot chocolate and a muffin.
Hello, what can I get for you today?
Can I have a hot chocolate, please?
Sure. What size would you like?
I'll take the large one. And do you have any chocolate muffins?
Yes, we have some fresh chocolate muffins. Anything else for you today?
I would like one chocolate muffin, please. No, that will be all. Thank you.
That's $5.50. Take your time.
Thank you. I ordered everything correctly. This feels amazing.
In the cafe, you often need to ask about the price and payment.
Price and payment.
Ask, "How much is that?"
How much is that?
Ask, "Do you take credit card?"
Do you take credit card?
They might ask, "Is that for here or to go?"
Is that for here or to go?
If you want to drink it there, you say, "For here, please."
For here, please.
In real-life English, problems happen. We need the vocabulary to fix them politely.
Vocabulary for problems.
Problem 1. Wrong order. You say, "Excuse me, I ordered a latte, but this is tea."
Excuse me, I ordered a latte, but this is tea.
Problem 2. Something is missing. You say, "I think my muffin is missing."
I think my muffin is missing.
Problem 3. Finding the bathroom. You ask, "Where is the restroom, please?"
Where is the restroom, please?
Always start with "excuse me" or "I'm sorry, but" to keep it polite.
Start with excuse me.
When traveling, we talk about future plans. We use "I'm going to."
Future plans with I'm going to.
What are you going to do tomorrow on your trip? I'm going to visit the museum.
I'm going to visit the museum.
When are you going to check out of the hotel? I'm going to check out at 11 o'clock.
I'm going to check out at 11 o'clock.
Use this to ask a friend about their travel. Are you going to travel next month?
Are you going to travel next month?
This practice keeps your mind in the English zone without translating. Now, let's do a deep shadowing exercise. Listen to the natural flow of these slightly longer phrases.
Deep shadowing, natural flow.
I am really enjoying this trip to the city.
I am really enjoying this trip to the city.
It is sunny outside, so I will take a walk to the park.
It is sunny outside, so I will take a walk to the park.
I need to buy a ticket for the bus now.
I need to buy a ticket for the bus now.
The coffee shop is always very busy on Saturday morning.
The coffee shop is always very busy on Saturday morning.
Feel the rhythm of the language. This is how native speakers talk. To be a good traveler, you need to use gratitude, thanking, and apology, saying sorry.
Gratitude and apology.
Instead of just, "Thank you," try, "Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help."
Thank you so much. I really appreciate your help.
Instead of just "sorry," try, "I'm sorry about that. My mistake."
I'm sorry about that. My mistake.
Imagine you accidentally bump into someone on the street. What do you say?
Oh, excuse me. I'm so sorry about that.
Perfect. This makes your English sound polite and natural. Final challenge. A full scenario combining everything. You arrive at a new city, check into the hotel, and go straight to a cafe.
The full scenario. I will use all the phrases.
Hello, welcome. Do you have a reservation?
I have a reservation under the name Leo. I'm going to stay for 3 nights.
Great. Here is your key. Could you tell me where the nearest cafe is?
Sure. Go straight ahead out the door, and the cafe is across from the park.
Thank you so much. Leo arrives at the cafe.
Excuse me, can I have a large coffee with whole milk, please? And do you have any chocolate cake?
Yes, we have some cake. Anything else for you?
No, that will be all.
Final challenge. A full scenario combining everything. You arrive at a new city, check into the hotel, and go straight to a cafe.
The full scenario. I will use all the phrases.
Hello, welcome. Do you have a reservation?
I have a reservation under the name Leo. I'm going to stay for 3 nights.
Great. Here is your key. Could you tell me where the nearest cafe is?
Sure. Go straight ahead out the door, and the cafe is across from the park.
Thank you so much. Leo arrives at the cafe.
Excuse me, can I have a large coffee with whole milk, please? And do you have any chocolate cake?
Yes, we have some cake. Anything else for you?
No, that will be all. Thank you. How much is that?
$7.50. Is that for here or to go?
For here, please.
Amazing, Leo! You navigated the airport, the street, and the cafe like a native speaker.
I didn't translate. I just used the phrases. It worked.
That was fun. Remember the key phrases. Excuse me, could you tell me? I'll take the, and no, that will be all.
I will practice asking directions and ordering coffee every day.
Excellent. Use your whispering technique when you are alone to practice these dialogues. That is your small win for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to Next Stop English for more real-life English practice, and keep traveling and talking. Your next stop is natural conversation.